Imagine this. Tomorrow morning, the world wakes up to a startling change. Every fossil fuel is gone. No oil in the pipelines, no gas in the tanks, no coal in the furnaces. Just, wait a minute, where did all the gasoline go? Engines stall, power plants go dark, planes are grounded, ships stuck in harbors, cars abandoned mid-commute. Cities fall eerily silent. It's like flipping a switch on modern civilization. At first it might feel like a breath of fresh air literally. Skies begin to clear. The haze of pollution lifts. For the first time in decades, the air tastes clean in megacities. No smog, no fumes, no choking skies. Could this be the planet's new normal? Well, not so fast. What comes after the silence? What would this really mean for the world, for the economy, for people? Let's take a deep dive into the ripples of a fossil fuel-free future. Now let's zoom out. The Earth is heating up and fast. You see it everywhere. Wildfires rage longer. Floods turn cities into lakes. Droughts crack the Earth open in once fertile farmlands. Glaciers that stood for millennia, they're retreating. Sea levels are creeping up inch by inch. This isn't future fiction. This is now. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It's today's headlines, and fossil fuels, oil, gas, coal, they're fueling the fire. For decades, scientists have shouted the warning: reduce emissions or we face catastrophe. And slowly some nations began to pivot into renewables, solar panels lining rooftops. And deserts, wind turbines spinning on coastlines and hilltops, hydroelectric dams, geothermal vents, hydrogen fuel cells, all offering cleaner ways to power the world. And that shift is happening. The cost of solar and wind has plummeted, battery storage is improving. Entire nations are experimenting with carbon-neutral grids. But there's a catch. Renewables aren't always available. No sun at night, no wind on a calm day. That means fluctuations in power. We need ways to store energy and lots of it. The solution: smart infrastructure, massive batteries, interconnected global grids. AI-driven systems to predict demand and manage supply. Energy flowing across borders guided by data. It's a beautiful vision if we can build it in time. Now let's talk jobs. Millions of people depend on the fossil fuel industry to live: miners, drillers, refinery workers, truck drivers, engineers. Whole towns, even regions, are tied to oil and coal. If we pull the plug tomorrow, those jobs vanish. Unemployment spikes. Economies reel. Social unrest flares in areas left behind, but there's another side to the story. The clean energy transition creates new work: solar panel installers, wind turbine mechanics, EV designers, battery engineers, hydrogen researchers, green jobs, millions of them with smart retraining programs, policy support, and investment. We could guide fossil fuel workers into clean energy roles. It won't be easy, but it's doable. And it could mean a more just and inclusive transition. Cleaner energy means cleaner lives. Air pollution kills over 7 million people a year. Removing fossil fuels slashes those numbers. Children breathe easier. Cities sparkle. Nature begins to reclaim space. And yes, cutting emissions gives us a shot at stabilizing the climate, not reversing it overnight, but slowing the spiral. But even green technology has a footprint. To build batteries, wind turbines, and solar panels, we need materials: lithium, cobalt, rare earth metals, and mining these is messy business. Without strong regulations, mining leads to deforestation, toxic waste, worker exploitation, even violence. We must ensure that clean doesn't mean cruel. And what about cost? Retrofitting entire cities with new infrastructure, charging stations, smart meters, green buildings? It's a massive investment: trillions. Wealthy nations may sprint ahead, but low-income countries, they risk falling further behind without fair funding and technology access. This is a global puzzle. Energy inequality is real. Without cooperation, we widen the gap. With it, we unlock opportunity. And there's a geopolitical layer too. Oil has shaped empires, alliances, wars. As demand collapses, new battles begin over tech, minerals, data, and control of a green future. We must resist repeating old mistakes and build transparent systems for sharing resources and technology. So back to the big question: what if we stop fossil fuels tomorrow? It would be chaotic, disruptive, painful in places, but also the beginning of something amazing. A world powered by the sun, the wind, and the Earth's own heat, decentralized energy, resilient communities, air that's finally, truly breathable again. But this future doesn't build itself. It demands vision. It demands empathy. It demands courage and action, not someday, not next year, now. Now let's think bigger. Our planet is facing unprecedented challenges, from climate change to resource depletion to social unrest. But amidst these challenges lies an incredible opportunity to reimagine and rebuild our world. In 2022, the United Nations General Assembly declared May 22nd as the International Day of Universal Access to Energy. This day shines a spotlight on the energy needs of billions and the potential impact of energy access on education, health, economic growth, and environmental sustainability. But what does it really mean to achieve universal access to energy? It's about ensuring that everyone, absolutely everyone, has access to reliable, sustainable, and affordable energy services. This includes electricity for lighting, heating, and cooling, as well as fuels for cooking and transportation. You might be thinking, how can we possibly meet this huge challenge? It's daunting, but it's essential for human progress. According to the UN, over 1.2 billion people worldwide lack access to electricity, and nearly 3 billion rely on polluting and expensive solid fuels for cooking. So how do we bridge this divide? It's a multi-pronged approach. First, we need to increase investments in renewable energy projects, particularly in developing nations. This can include building solar-powered schools, providing off-grid solar systems for homes, and supporting mini-grids that bring electricity to rural communities. Second, we must improve energy efficiency. By using energy wisely, we can stretch our resources further. This means investing in public transportation, promoting energy-efficient appliances, and encouraging sustainable agricultural practices. It's also crucial to embrace innovative solutions. Think of companies like Azuri, which provides pay-as-you-go solar power systems in Africa, or the nonprofit Solar Sister, which trains women entrepreneurs to sell solar products in their communities. But why should you care about this? Why is universal access to energy important to you? Here's why. When people have access to energy, they can lift themselves out of poverty. With electricity, children can study in the evening, businesses can thrive, and healthcare facilities can function better. Yet despite these benefits, millions of people still live without energy. It's a harsh reality that contradicts the progress we've made as a society, and the consequences are dire. Without energy access, families struggle with health issues from indoor air pollution, children miss school, and communities are trapped in a cycle of poverty. Right now, we're at a pivotal moment in history. We have the chance to shape a future where energy access is a fundamental right, not a privilege. But we must act now. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards are immeasurable. This International Day of Universal Access to Energy, I encourage you to reflect on the importance of energy access. Consider donating to organizations that are working to bring energy to those who don't have it. Share this message with your friends and family, and stay informed about the progress we're making towards this global goal. Together, we can make a difference. We can ensure that everyone, everywhere, has the energy they need to live a better life. It's a big dream, but it's within our reach. And the journey starts with each one of us. Curious about the science behind sustainability? Subscribe to Mindrelake and explore the big questions shaping our future.